Hello students, we are learning second chapter of physical education and we have seen about ancient Olympic games. Now we'll see modern Olympic games. Okay, Pierre Baron de Coubertin, he started modern Olympics. The credit goes to him because to start the modern Olympic games, okay, he had done several things, like several efforts he has taken. Coubertin was born in Paris on 1st January 1862. His family members wanted him to join the army, so he joined the Scenic Academy. But after some time, he left it and started studying political science. Having studied political science, he came to know about the national and international problems. He thought national and international problems could easily be solved through Olympic Games. It was Coubertin's dream to restart the ancient Olympic Games at world level. For this purpose, he called a meeting of various countries in 1893. Some countries like Italy, Greece, Spain and Sweden were in favor of commencing these games, whereas the rest of the countries opposed it. So it was a great challenge even for him. Again on 16 June 1894, a meeting of 13 countries was held in Paris, in which 75 representatives participated. It was presided over by Coubertin and it was resolved that sports competitions should be held every fourth year on the line of Greek Olympic Games and every nation should be invited to participate. After much endeavor, Coubertin succeeded in enlisting worldwide support and the first modern Olympic Games were held in Athens in 1896. So remember that the first modern Olympic Games were held in Athens in 1896. In the 1896 Athens Olympic Games, the first modern Olympic Games, only 9 countries participated. Okay, how many countries? Only 9 countries participated in first Olympics. Okay, that is in 1896. This number gradually increased and in the 1972 Munich, that is West Germany, Olympic Games, 122 countries participated. 3 Olympics could not be held during the 2 world wars. Okay, during world wars, it was difficult to organize Olympic Games. Now, what is the motto of this Olympic? For what purpose Coubertin started? Let us see. We'll discuss. So, Olympic motto comprises 3 Latin words, that is Citius, Altius and Fortius. Citius, Altius and Fortius. It means faster, higher, stronger. Again, I'll repeat. Citius, Altius, Fortius means faster, higher, stronger. Okay. The motto was coined by a French educator, Henri Didon. Henri Didon, he gave this motto, okay, to all the people. Now let us see Olympic flag. Olympic flag was created in 1913. Before that it was not there, but just see the new modern Olympic we are discussing. So the new modern Olympic flag was created in 1913 at suggestion of Baron de Coubertin. It was first solemnly inaugurated in Paris in June 1914, but it was hoisted for the first time in the Olympic Stadium at the Antwerp Olympic Games, which were held in 1920. Olympic flag is made of white silk and contains 5 interlocking rings, circles, okay, in 5 colors representing 5 continents of the world. There are major 5 continents, okay, America, Europe, Australia, Asia and Africa. The 5 rings have different colors: yellow, green, red, blue, and black. The interlocking of rings, circles, symbolizes cooperation and friendship. So, the flag itself represents through sports, okay, the whole world can join together, okay, and can cooperate with each other and can live friendly. Now, Olympic flame. The Olympic flame is a symbol of knowledge, life, and happiness. It also symbolizes peace. This flame or torch is lighted or kindled in Olympic village of Greece, and it is carried by the runners to the place where the Olympic Games are going to be organized. Okay, from that place, the Olympic village of Greece, from that place to the venue where exactly the Olympic Games are going to be held. During this process, it keeps burning. At the end of the closing ceremony of these games, this flame is extinguished. Now, Olympic awards, the first, second, and third position. We saw in ancient Olympics, these things were not there. But now, the first, second, and third position holders are awarded with gold, silver, and bronze medals, and a certificate. Okay, and a certificate. The next 5 position holders are awarded with certificates only. Okay, only top 3, first, second, and third, they'll get medals. Rest people will not get medals, they'll get certificates. So just remember this. During the opening of Olympic Games, oath-taking ceremony is held by the athletes who assemble in the sports stadium. A representative of the host country comes forward holding the flag. The flag bearers of the competing nations also take up their positions. The representatives take oath on behalf of all the athletes who raise their right arm and repeat the oath after him or her. We swear that we will take part in the Olympic Games in loyal competition, respecting the regulations which govern them and desirous of participating in them in the true spirit of sportsmanship for the honor of our country and for the glory of the sports. This is the oath. I repeat, we swear that we will take part in the Olympic Games in loyal competition, respecting the regulations which govern them and desirous of participating in them in the true spirit of sportsmanship for the honor of our country and for the glory of sports. Now there are several rules. Okay, the competitors who participates in Olympics, they have several rules they have to follow. All males and females, first rule, all males and females can participate in Olympic Games if they are amateur. But nowadays, professionals are also allowed to participate in some of the sports. These sports persons are sent by their National Olympic Committee. No sports person can participate in these games without the approval as well as recommendation of National Olympic Committee. So, each and every sportsman needs to get approval as well as recommendation of National Olympic Committee. Now, opening ceremony we'll see. First of all, Olympic torch or flame is lit through sun rays in Olympic village, Greece, and it is brought to that city where the Olympic Games are going to be held. The President or Prime Minister declares the games open in the stadium. Before this process, all the sports persons take part in the march past and they take oath. You people might have seen on television also the beginning of or the welcome by the country and the first day beginning of the Olympics. Before this process, all the sports persons take part in the march past and they take oath. Later on, recreational and cultural programs are organized. Olympic flag is hoisted and Olympic flame of the stadium is kindled by the torch. Sportspersons from all the countries assemble in the stadium for closing ceremony. Now, this is the opening and now closing ceremony. The mayor of that city and the president of the managing committee escort the president of the International Olympic Committee to the stadium. He or she declares the games closed. After that, Olympic flag is lowered and it is given to the mayor of the city. Then the Olympic flag is given to the mayor. Various cultural programs are organized, even at closing ceremony also. Like opening ceremony, some cultural programs, and even at the time of closing ceremony. The Olympic flame is extinguished. At last, the games come to an end with the Olympic song. The Olympic Games were organized to celebrate the 10th anniversary of modern Olympic Games. Therefore, these games were not organized at the interval of 4 years. This is the information. One chart is also given in the book. If you can go through the book, you'll come to know the information whatever I have given to you people. That is already there in the book. So you should go through the book. So you'll come to know. Like 1896 Athens, 1900 Paris, 1904 St. Louis, 1906 again Athens, then 1908 London, 1912 Stockholm, 1916 not held due to World War I. So then directly 1920 Antwerp, 1924 Paris, 1928 Amsterdam. This way, okay, the program, the year and the venue of Olympic Games is designed. If you remember, like 2012, it was in London. Then 2016, Rio de Janeiro. 2020, Tokyo, that was scheduled. Okay, but because of Corona, got cancelled. Now 2024, Paris, it is scheduled in 2024, and 2028 it is scheduled Los Angeles. Okay, so this is the schedule. We'll discuss next points. Okay, what points we'll learn from this chapter, from the second chapter, that is Paralympic Games and Special Olympics. Okay, I request you go through this ancient Olympic Games and modern Olympic Games again. Okay, go to the link, check, see the video again. Thank you very much. We'll meet again. Thank you.